What's up, world? Today I'm going to be talking about relationships and how you can manifest or attract the right partner into your life. You can apply this to your life if you are single and are looking for the right relationship, or even if you already are in a relationship but it's not quite suiting you, or you are making compromises in that relationship. You can find benefits in this as well. So I'm going to break this down into three sections. The first section is knowing what you want in a relationship. Knowing exactly what you want. Do you want to just fool around? Do you want to just play games or just have multiple women or multiple men that you entertain? Or do you want to settle down? Do you want to have kids? These are things you need to know what you want. And if you don't know, you're going to attract a bunch of random things or random people who don't share the same wants, the same needs that you want in a relationship. This is why you might be attracting people who aren't resonating with you or aren't looking for something serious. If you're looking for something serious, is because you're not proclaiming what you want to the universe. And this is an important step because the universe will hand you what you want. You just need to know exactly what you're looking for. Like, I want to settle down. I want to have a kid. I want to have open communication. I don't want to play games. I don't want to have to chase somebody or, give all this extra effort and not have effort in return. Like, you need to know what you want so you're able to check these boxes when that person walks into your life. And also, even see red flags. And this goes into my next step, or the next section. Are you chasing or are you making compromises? This is why the first step's so important. Because you need to know what you want to know if you're making compromises or if you're chasing. When the right person enters your life, you won't need to chase them. You won't need to jump through hoops to satisfy them or to make an overexerted effort to spend time with them. You will attract the right person. They will start to engage in conversations with you, want to plan stuff with you. It won't only always just be you engaging. It won't just always be you making an effort. And those are red flags. So this goes into compromises. Is the person you're meeting or the person that is entering your life, are you still making compromises? Are you checking boxes off of your want list? Or are red flags appearing? And if red flags are appearing, just cut it off. Don't worry about it. Don't take it on. And even with people who start checking boxes, start easing things in. Make it your pace. Don't allow them to control the pace of where you want to go, because that's making a compromise on your energy or what you want to do. If you want to take things slow, if that's a part of your process, then take things slow. If you don't want to have intimate moments with them right off the bat and you want to kind of ease into things, do that. Don't make compromises, because when you're making compromises, that's when you're building yourself up to get hurt in the future. You're building yourself up to, have that stuff crumble and you be broken at the end. This is an important step, because if you are chasing or if you're making compromises, they are not in alignment with what you want. I will repeat that. If you are chasing somebody, feel like you're jumping through these hoops to attract this person into your life or to keep them to stay, they are not the right person. Also, if you are making compromises with your wants, what you need in a relationship, what you're asking for in a relationship, if you're making certain compromises and they're unwilling to make these compromises, or they're in alignment with what you want, they're not the right person. The right person will enter your life organically. It will feel effortlessly. These exchanges will feel amazing when you find one. You won't have to overthink or overanalyze situations. Am I texting them too much? Am I texting them too little? These are all questions we ask ourselves when we're not talking to the right person. With the right person, once you start thinking about that thought, they'll start to engage. They'll start to show you signs. They'll start to check those boxes rather than to present red flags. And I feel like that's an important step, because I feel like this is what we're willing to make compromises all the time in relationships. We're willing to sell ourselves short in relationships because we're lonely or we want a partner. And this goes into the third step. Are you in alignment with what you really want? Are you dealing with the inner stuff that is coming for you to be in alignment with the person you're trying to manifest? And what I mean by this is, are you jealous? Are you insecure? Are you dealing with traumas from past relationships that are unsolved that you're dragging into new relationships? And if the answer is yes, deal with these things. Figure out how to overcome these things, how to trust your partner rather than to assume they're cheating on you or being untrustworthy. Because if you have insecurities, for example, or if you're jealous, or you have trust issues, you will attract people who will give you reasons to not trust them, to cheat on you, and this happens because the universe wants you to learn from these lessons. The universe wants you to have your dream person and be in alignment with the person you is meant for you. But if you're not ready to receive that person, they're going to just fill you with relationships that are lessons. Relationships that show you what you want, show you what you really don't, you need to get rid of. And the right person will help you with this, will ease you into this. The right person will help you trust more rather than build up that more concern and build into that jealousy more. And this is a process, but you have to be willing to start taking these steps because some people think that it's all on the other partner. And a lot of times, this is how you'll also know if you're making compromises or not. If you're doing your work, if you're dealing with your trust and you're dealing with your insecurities and you're retrieving this love for yourself and you're still getting partners that are unwilling to work on their half, that's fine. Let them go. Because the more you know what you want and you're not making compromises, the universe sees this and then will throw you the right person. But the universe needs to make sure that this is really what you want. And they'll show you this by presenting situations where if you have attachment issues, you have codependent tendencies. They'll throw you into situations that, are you going to go back into your codependent ways? Are you going to still hold yourself and carry your energy and your love for yourself where you're not making compromises in these fields? And when you're able to, block some of those people because they're not checking your boxes, the universe will throw you somebody who is compatible. Somebody who is compatible with you, who is working with you, is working on themselves as well as you working on yourself. And you will have this amazing relationship. But the third step's, I feel, very important because a lot of times we always put it on the other partner. Oh, I'm insecure and that's just the way it is. Well, then you're going to stay insecure and you're going to have a potential to have a really amazing partner, and you might ruin it because you have trust issues or you're bringing baggage from your old relationship into your new relationship. You have to treat every new relationship like it is your first. Like you are still wearing your heart on your sleeve, that you're not putting up these walls, you're still open to be hurt. And this goes into a section of the third section as well. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerable with your partner and vulnerable with yourself. Dealing with these things, realizing that I have trust issues, realizing I am jealous. And once you start realizing these things and you realize, oh, I don't want that in a partner. I don't want to have to guess or wonder if they're talking to somebody else or entertaining somebody else. I don't want to have to think like that. I don't want to have to not have to trust my partner. I want to be able to trust my partner. So that will go into the first category of knowing what you want. And once you have these 3 steps or these 3 sections in line, and you're not chasing, you're not making compromises, and you're allowing the right person to enter your life organically, effortlessly, and then going and pursuing after they enter your life, and once it gets to the point where it's an even energy exchange, you will be able to cultivate the right partnership. But that's all I really wanted to say. If you have any other questions about this topic, you can comment down below or you can message me But yeah, I feel like this is just a very important thing because a lot of people are looking for love in the wrong places or looking for love in the wrong people. There are people for you, more than one, mind you, that can be compatible to build a future with, that will be in alignment with what you want. But you need to check those 3 steps off. You need to have these 3 sections in your mind going into this. And when you start checking boxes, or when that person enters your life and they start checking boxes rather than presenting red flags, and you're also working on yourself and dealing with past traumas of relationships, past hurts, the issues you carry into relationships, and you're aware of this, you will be able to work on this stuff and grow in a partnership, in a relationship that benefits both you and is healthy, and you're able to grow and be yourself and not have to overthink or overanalyze situations. And that is a possibility because this is what I have in my relationship. Doesn't mean it's not work. There's still work required from both partners. But if both of you guys are willing to work on it, and if you're willing to work on it, but your partner's not, that's a red flag. And if you're unable to communicate that, or if they're unable to come to terms or put their ego to the side as well as you, it's not going to work. And I hope this helped you. But as I said before, if you have any other questions, feel free to comment, or any things you would like to discuss in the comment section, just put them down there and I will respond to you guys. But as always, I love you and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.